I want to also call out is that you had some early readers, some folks in the Plumes Secret Society, as it were.
Yes.
How would you feel if we brought some of those folks back up on stage to have a conversation about all this?
So everyone we have 3 Plumes ones, but we want to show, we have something special for you Plumes that you don't know yet. We have a special thing that we're going to do for everyone. Everyone who joins the Plumes not only becomes a member of the Plumes, we also have our artist who does something special for you. We are going to turn every one of the Plumes into a character in the Pennymores. So look at this here, Jack. This is your Pennymore character right here. Jack, Order of the Chronicle. Kate, Order of the Enigma. And Ava, we have the Order of the Legend.
Like me.
Just like Quinn right there. So welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for being our early readers here. And welcome to the Plumes here.
Okay.
Yeah, totally awesome.
Yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about what your experience was with the Pennymores when you were reading this book. What resonated for each of you? What was something you found really interesting?
I loved the Enchanted Library. I just thought the books were so alive. I can just imagine myself sitting in there reading for hours and hours at a time. Books just flying in my hands. I read them, they fly back into place. It just feels really cool.
Very cool. Kate, what was one thing about the book that you thought everybody should know about?
Well, I like the way that you don't know who your enemies are until the end, and like you can never fully figure it out, and you're always like cautious of like who to trust and who could be like potentially like dangerous. And so you like don't always know who to go with.
I mean, I like the relationships that the characters have with each other. In the beginning, it seems like the sisters don't have great relationships, but then you learn that they are more connected, and that as characters grow, and then they become more connected and have a better relationship with each other.
Awesome.
Just like real sisters.
Yeah. These are great answers. Jack, yeah, you had something else you wanted to add.
For a second, I thought Monty was an illiterati.
Don't say, not too much. Not too much. I haven't finished reading it yet. Don't spoil it. I'm just saying. Okay. So,
and I will say, I think Jack had asked the question a little bit about a series. Tell them that what are the plans for this to be a series?
Each sister is going to have their own book, and each one of them is going to be invisible in a different book.
So the plan is to sort of have right now we have multiple books in the series, and each sister plays an important role in some of the conflict in each one. So we have the first one was the brother, and now we have three more sisters. So we've got some work ahead of us.
All right, more bedtime stories that turn into long nights of writing. Yes.
Wow.
Very cool. Well, Jack, Kate, Ava, thank you all for joining. It has been a pleasure having you up here. Christina wants to know, what is the age group for reading the book?
Probably 4.
4.
At least 5.
At least I think it's probably a read to me book from about 4 to. We've had people who are about 4 to 7 do it a read to me book, and then I'd say probably 7 to 13 really love it. But we've had people who are sort of all the way beyond that one. And for the adults in there, we tried to use some of the Pixar like fun little things where there's like little things that only parents will get along the way too.
Awesome. Our friend Jack wanted to know, is there going to be a sequel? And the answer is a definitive. So are you writing more books about the Pennymores?
I'm not writing them. My dad's writing them.
Yeah, but you're helping, right?
That's right.
My idea. He's running them.
That's right.
My idea. There we go. Are you going to make a movie about this? And I think the answer is an obvious yeah.
Of course.
Clearly.
Yeah. All fingers up.
Oh, and thumbs up? Is that what it is? So it's like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good.
We
Jack, Evie, and Nora want to know, will there be a guidebook for the world of the Pennymores?
So we do have a website, pennymores.com, and we are already working on maps and quiz questions. So probably in 2 weeks, there'll be a whole bunch of new stuff on the website that'll be out there for you to get more. It is just a placeholder, but we have a whole big world that we're designing there. Yes, Quinn.
There's not just the book you can get and the fingernail. There's like the goggles and the wolf tail and the wolf ears.
Mhm.
We'll store even on it too. So we're gonna have lots of
I
stuff
love
to
that.
get really deeply involved in the world.
Eric, how many hours in total do you think you spent actually writing the book?
Oh gosh, I don't like to think about those things because I get sad, but it was a lot. It was, I mean, I think
Probably like 1,000 trillion gazillion billion bazillion
That might be
gazillion. I'm not even done yet. Trillion gazillion bazillion.
so.
William bazillion gazillion.
All right, hold on.
Trillion,
So we do know
Yeah.
we do know. So the first version of it to write orally telling it, we planned every night. We would talk for about 10 to 15 minutes and actually transcribe that one. That got us to the first version. And then there was 6 versions in between then. So some of the people on this call actually saw version number 3 and 4 and 5 until we now have version 6.
Our friend Jake wants to know, where did you get the name Pennymore?
Well, I don't know.
It was one of those things that we were looking for. We didn't have any last name for a long time.
So we just used our real last name.
We used our real last name at first, and that wasn't very memorable or very easy to spell. So what we started doing actually was we said we started thinking of things that were fun and memorable, and we just came up with it. I remember I was actually at breakfast and I said, well, "What do you think of the name Pennymore?" And Quinn's like, "I don't like it." And then then she said later she ate her eggs and she turned to me and said, "Yeah, I kind of like Pennymore." And then she kept saying Pennymore, Pennymore, and then we said it was it. And the title actually was one of our beta readers named Ben and his kids, and we didn't have a title for it, and he said, "My kids every night ask us to read the Pennymores," and he said that should be your title, and that was how we chose this to be the title. We wrote a book about writing to help inspire more people to write. So we'd love you to get involved, and again, we'll share details about how to donate to schools, but however you can support us in this idea of really that is powerful.
I love that.
We changed into PJs. We had an outfit change. Jason, can you tell?
Yeah, it was. Listen, a good super show isn't complete without a costume change. Quinn, did you have something else you wanted to add?
I'm going to do magic to make us go away.
Really? Okay, let me get ready. Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Did it work?
Well,
I think I'm gone. I'm invisible now.
I'm gone.
Nobody can see me.
Can't see me anymore.
Let's have a little send-off dance party, and remember, all magic is writing, everybody.
Magic is everywhere.
Magic is everywhere.
Thank you.